chapter 2 and verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right. Shalawam Yahawah. This is your brother Malak La'ab. And first and foremost, always going to give all praise, honor, and glory to our power. Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Barak. Double honors to the head apostles, the elders, of great millstone, like-minded elders, teaching the truth and sincerity. And shalom to like-minded brothers and sisters of the house of David, the remnant that shall be saved. Shalom, peace be unto you in your households. And I just want to do a quick lesson through Spirit Yahawashi, going in on us having to work out our own salvation, right? Examining ourselves, proving our own selves, that we might be accounted worthy to stand before Yahawashi and to receive that salvation. But knowing that we have to take up our own cross, right? As the book of Philippians chapter 2 and 12 said, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So every man has to work out his own salvation, right? And prove his own self, man, examining your own self, right? And Adawan Ratazah, that we are the remnant from the foundation of the earth that shall receive that salvation, But we got to run that we may obtain, right? Because many are called, but few are chosen. So we must remember to work out our own salvation and examining ourselves, proving ourselves worthy, all right? So we're going to go ahead and get 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. Like I said, this is just a quick lesson through the Spirit of Yahawashi. Hopefully this could be edifying, So the book of 2 Corinthians 13 and 5 says, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves how that Mashiach Yahawashi is in you, except ye be reprobates? That's right, man. So we got to pray that we weren't just called, that we were called and chosen, right, to do these works, right, examining ourselves, proving our own selves, right, that we are doing the right things, right, leading unto our salvation, right, that we not be reprobates in this thing, man, teaching vainly, or corruptly, but examining ourselves and showing ourselves unto good works, and proving our own selves, right? It tells us to prove ourselves, right? So this is the book of Galatians chapter 6 and verse 4. But let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another. That's right. Because when you're doing the right thing, right, it's a good feeling, because at the end of the day, we don't do these works to glorify men or ourselves, but us doing these works, right, proving our own work, right, we will be rejoicing that we do the will of Yahawashi, right? That's why we rejoice. Ultimately, man, we don't do these works deceitfully or for vainglory, right, or for filthy lucre, as it says, man. But we rejoice in us doing this work, proving ourselves, as Scripture says, right, unto Yahawashi, because at the end of the day, He's the author and the finisher of our faith, right? Yahawah, why Yahawashi, man, controls the destiny of men, Yahawashi, this is His will, man, and He has given all judgment into the hand of Yahawashi. So we must prove our works, examining ourselves, right? Because at the end of the day, we understand what we in, we understand it's a hard walk, it's a hard road, but it tells us to keep our eye single, keep our eye on the prize, man, and run that race to obtain that salvation, but straight and narrowly, man, walking carefully in the truth, So this is the book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 14. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life. That's right. We got to walk that straight and narrow, man, for that salvation, right? Continue in the faith, examining our own selves, proving ourselves. And few there be that find it. That's right, because many are called, but few are chosen. We just got to pray that Yahawashi has elected us from the foundation of the earth, right, to receive that salvation, right? Walking that straight and narrow, going through the furnace of affliction, the furnace that we have to walk through, that to purify us, man. We got to go through it to get through it, man. You know, but understanding that Yahawashi, at the end of the day, He is the one that's going to reward the righteous, man, for our labor. You know, because He, as it says right here in the book of Hebrews 6:12, for our power is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have shown towards His name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. That's right, edifying the body, doing the work righteously, right, doing the will of Yahawashi, right, doing our duty. He's not gonna not reward us, right? But he gave us a promise that he was gonna give us everything. You know, we will be joint heirs with Mashiach Yahawashi, right? If we be that remnant from the foundation of the earth, but ultimately putting on as the elect and examining ourselves, right? Showing good works, ministering and edifying the body of Yahweh Shemashai, because like it says, we're not doing this only for ourselves, but for them that hear us also. But we must remember we all got to work out our own salvation, though. You see? So we can end it off with this. The book of 2 Peter, chapter 1 and verse 10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do so, Salakia, these things shall never fall. Salakia, let me reread that. Look at 2 Peter, chapter 1 and verse 10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do Salakia, for if you do these things, ye shall never fall. That's right. So Yahweh Shemashai has his angels encamped around his men, you know, to continue in the work. You know, we all got to make sure that we give diligence, right? To make our calling of election sure. So we all got to take up our cross, right? We all got to run that race, right? But Adawan Ratazah, we are able to endure and endure unto the end, right? So we got to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. So hopefully this lesson was edifying to the elect. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to our power, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to that apostle, the elders of Great Millstone, like-minded elders. Shalawam to the hopeful elect remnant, the house of David. Shalawam.